Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful Sunday morning here as I'm sitting in front of my computer, and we're going to be casting another Masters level game. This looks like another awesome one, another awesomely long one anyway. So let's start checking it out. Down the bottom side of the map, it is Mr. Dream. He is 18 years of age from South Korea, plays for the team SK Telecom T1. Very, very awesome player. I haven't heard too much of him, but that's definitely an awesome team that he's part of, so you can definitely be expecting some big things here, and it looks like he might actually be getting... No, just missed out on a drone kill. They warped into a... which I don't even know what it warped into, but it did save itself right there. And this Reaper, man. Oh, it's going for a worker. Come on, it's going around, ring around. No. Did not happen. Could not happen. It might get some link kills, but... Yes, Scarlett making sure that it does not get any drone kills of the second Reaper. We got to keep an eye on these two guys because they are doing an incredibly awesome job here, although one of them extremely close to dying. So anyway, the other player, Miss Scarlett, 21 years of age from Canada, plays for Team Acer, has been with Team Acer for years and years now, since mid-2012, so you know the player is extremely awesome when they stay with the same team for ages and ages and ages. So yeah, let's there's Reapers coming in, going back, blah 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 blah, and I'm looking forward to this long game because I get a little bit worried when I cast a long game with Zerg, because I'm like, oh, is it just going to be a swarm host frenzy? Is it just going to be, you know, watching swarm hosts travel across the map and just falling asleep? But Scarlett is not a heavy user of swarm hosts that I have seen. She likes a whole bunch of other units. I mean, she loves mutas, she loves banelings and ultras and all that sort of stuff. Not so much on the swarm host front. That's not a guarantee, but a lot of the longer games that I have seen from Scarlett is all sorts of crazy baneling, muta, ultra play all over the place. And those are the games that I really, really like. I mean, I'm open. If you guys like swarm hosts better than you like all this other crazy sort of stuff, then by all means let me know, because no doubt I've got a ton of really long games featuring Zerg players that no doubt have swarm hosts in them, so I can definitely cast them. But yeah, since I'm casting a lot less games less often, I'm feeling like I'm happy to cast all the really long games that I've been saving up. So that's probably what I'm going to do, and it will mean a lot of swarm host games, most likely. So yeah, I might have to start casting some shorter games, maybe a lot of games that don't involve Zerg if I cast the longer games. Just, yeah, because you don't want to see swarm hosts every single game. It's just going to get monotonous. So we'll see how we do anyway. We'll see how we do with this game. So let's have a look. We got some Hellion Reapers. Not really doing a whole lot, but yeah, getting some stuff done. Income wise, Scarlett of course in the lead. She loves to get that macro going, and she's really doing a sensational job here. Dream on the other hand, he's got a third base, pumping out some workers to the expansion. Very, very nice stuff. I thought this was a Terran building for a second. I'm like, wow, that's impressive, but it is just part of the Architrades, whatever Architrades means. And yeah, so getting that third base up, absolutely 100% necessary for going up against Scarlett, because she really loves to macro. So that third base is definitely going to keep Dream in a competitive position, because otherwise by like the 15-minute mark, he would just be completely overmatched by Scarlett's macro. So here we go. We had a bunch of forces coming in, just a bunch of lings. They are going to get scared away pretty easily. And Scarlett's still just getting her stuff up. She's got a lair now. She's getting a macro hatch over there. She's got a third base coming up as well down here. So that's almost done. Not super fast, but she's been pumping out a ton of workers regardless. So I think she's going to be fine. Getting that spire out, getting the baneling nest out. I think the main reason she's getting this third base right now is just for the gas income, but no doubt she will be using some mineral income. And Dream, man, he's been pushing up really hard. I think Scarlett has actually been taking a break from the macro a little bit. Now she's pushing out. You can see she's got the third base out, so she's pushing out with a ton of workers, getting them out nice and fast, and that will push her right back into the lead nice and easy. But Dream is not really letting up. I'm not sure if he's going for 55 workers or 60 workers. Looks like he's going for at least 60 or so. And that's a very, very good number for a Terran player to be on. And you can assume, there we go, he's already got the third base out there, so 60 workers. He is going to be beautiful. I don't imagine he's going to be going for 70 because he still wants to have some sort of army, but maybe he's happy to go for a crazy macro build. Maybe both these players are just crazy macro players. Here we go, Spine Crawler going down. No Spore Crawler in sight. The Widow Mine goes down. Will kill a single worker. Unfortunate that it didn't get more. But there we go, hiding behind. Manages to save the Widow Mine as well. Very, very nice. I'm not sure if he's expecting an Overseer to be running in, but it's a decent possibility that Spore Crawler could have finished before the Widow Mine actually recharged. I'm not sure how much time the Spore Crawler takes to build, but it's not all that long, and the Widow Mine does take ages. Oh, this is dicey, this is dicey. Manages to save most of his forces, leaves the Widow Mines behind. Dream, however, not going to be falling back here. Oh, look at this sneaky little medevac. I almost missed that bastard actually flying in, so I'll have to keep an eye on that guy. Nice Widow Mine under the natural 4th base. There's a nice base over here. Scarlett has to get around to destroying that. The Muta numbers starting to get out on the map. She's got 3 with 6 more on the way. Beautiful little drop here. Should be able to kill a number of workers. Here we go. Here comes the Widow Mine shot. There's so many lings streaming in. Oh man, the Widow Mine hit something over here. If he had shot over there, he may have killed like 15, 20 lings in one go, and that would have been exceptionally awesome. And there we go, the Mutas are out on the map, and suddenly the medevacs are like, oh shit, they can hit air. This is not good. So Dream, his potential for going out and doing drops has been greatly reduced right now. You can still try it, but if the Mutas are on form, and they usually are when Scarlett is controlling them, oh, once again misses a massive amount of units, but still, you know, another guy killed. Oh, nice little drop here. I think Scarlett has enough, though, to kill all of those Marines. Not really going to happen. The medevac decides to run at the last second. Should really have been running way before that, but I think Dream may have been controlling these guys mostly instead of the other ones. There we go. Whole bunch more banners coming out. Keeping her macro nice and high, which is really good. Dream is actually 72. Scarlett just running along at 67. Is going to hurt her a little bit in the production, but yeah, that's actually hurting her because she's nowhere near capped, so she can't make use of the extra army supply at this point. So it really, really is hurting her actually. The Dream has so many more workers, and not so many more, but you expect the Zerg player to be 10 more than the Terran player, and Scarlett right now is 5 behind, so I don't think she has any idea what sort of craziness Dream is actually pulling out. He's not got any mules coming down at the moment. He's mainly going for scan heavy, which I think is why he got so many workers, so he didn't have to worry about having to put down mules to remain competitive. Ooh, we got another drop coming over here. Dream going in nice and hard, but how is this working out for him? He's losing so many units. Scarlett, I think she's mainly just losing lings and banelings, and meanwhile Dream is losing medevacs all over the place. So that cannot be good for him. He's lost 5 already. It's relatively even though on the resources lost. So, I mean, there's a lot of lings that have died. 79 lings. It's quite a lot. 6 meters going down. They definitely add up quite fast. So that's not good at all. Another drop over there. So Dream surprisingly has not stopped his drop action. Scarlett has been doing an exceptional job of keeping on top of those guys. Oh, but the bailing numbers for Scarlett starting to look a little bit scanty. She's morphing in 14, now 21. But they're going to take a while to get in. And meanwhile, Dream pushing out bit by bit by bit. Destroyed this base as it was coming up. If he could snipe this base, that would be incredible. But Scarlett really, there we go. There the bailings coming out. So Dream just didn't push out hard enough. If he had done a really, really hard push in that gap where Scarlett was still building up an extra 20 bailings, maybe he could have sniped the hatchery. It would have been very, very hard. He would have lost a lot, but I think maybe he could do it. Maybe if he gets out some Marauders, he can start to think about doing that sort of thing, because it's very, very hard to do that with Marines, mate. Once you get Marauders out in your army, it starts to be a lot easier to snipe buildings. Just go in, stim, snipe buildings. The Marauders on stim absolutely demolish buildings all over the place. There we go, does manage to kill the last 2 of those. So, yeah. Scarlett still running on 66 under 72. Slowly getting closer and closer to being maxed out. I think she must be... Yeah, it's still pretty much the same. 400 difference in there. And these guys continually knocking down that base. Scarlett throwing everything she has in defense of this third base. And the fourth base is sort of being left out in the wind. She's not really doing a fantastic job of defending that at all. But then again, it hasn't gotten to the point where it's actually up and running yet. Nice little drop over here. These guys really not doing anything. I assume the medevacs or the mutas and just started panicking, but at least he has seen this base. So that base is, yes, now a major target for drops in the future. Because of course, if Dream is moving up this ramp, mutas are going to be way too far away to defend this thing. So if he sneaks dropship up the top side, should be okay. Whether or not he can get past all of these overlords to sneak a dropship up the top is another matter, and I'm not sure that he can. Here we go, Scarlett moving out for the first time in this game to really do a major offensive, but of course leaving her third base open, and Dream going in nice and hard. The Lings and the Banelings are going to be able to scare these guys away though. Great counter attack. I don't know if she's going to be able to break him at this point. Maybe, maybe not. But at the same time, Scarlett killing quite a fair amount of workers there. I feel like Dream maybe didn't actually save all those workers. He's lost 21 now. He's down 51 to 59. Yes, I believe he did not save those workers, which is unfortunate. And Scarlett with pure ground forces is actually going to be able to push these guys off. Did manage to lose the hatchery. So there is a price for just using ground forces to do the defense here. Oh, the Widow Mine's landing. Oh, the mutas. Oh, manages to snipe the Widow Mines with the Overseer. Very, very nice play. I was very, very scared for that muta cloud right there, but she did manage to destroy the Widow Mines with the help of the Overseers, both of which are at extremely low amounts of health. So Dream obviously focusing his fire where he needs to at the Overseers, because if the Overseers go down and Scarlett doesn't realize it, then boom, 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 Widow Mines are going to annihilate that entire force of mutas, which is just absolutely horrendous news. And I don't think she's got a third Overseer in there, like a full health one, which is definitely bad. But here we go, the base going down again. So Scarlett not managing to kill that third base. Or technically that's the fourth base, this is the third base. Looks like she's going nuts here, killing a ton of workers. Marines are coming in as a reinforcement, but more workers going down there. And Dream down to 44. Scarlett's down to 56 as well, so not good. But I think the important thing is that Dream has not lost an expansion. Scarlett has been losing expansions all over the place. Dream has not lost a single one. And he's just able to re-macro as much as he wants. He's down on workers at the moment, 44 under 55. So that's something he's going to have to be worried about. Yeah, look at this massive drop. Somehow he snuck it past. I'm not sure how he did that with Overlords canvassing that entire area. They should have spotted a medevac, a couple of medevacs coming through. Oh, here we go. The medevacs managed to offload every single Marine before they die, and Lings and Banelings just clearing them up slowly. But so far, very, very, very impressed with how Dream has played this game. He went for the beautiful drop on this backside, took out a bunch of workers as well. Scarlett's still at 56, so I don't think she was mining that base at the point that the dropships came down. So maybe that's okay. Yeah, but she's been struggling to keep up with the amount of army that Mr. Dream has. I mean, she's 76 under 120, and macro is been chopped down, and I think losing these bases over and over again is really, really hard. I mean, she's been struggling so hard to get a fully mining fourth base up, and she really, really needs one at the moment. I mean, she needs this base to be up. Right now she's mining off this one, kinda, and this one. So she's got one fully mining base and one almost dead base, and she really needs that fourth base to be up. And this one, it just kept going down. She could not keep it up. She's finally going for the backside base. That got taken out by a beautiful drop. Scarlett is in a pretty dicey position at the moment, and she absolutely needs to get her bases under control. And oh, if this base goes down, I do not know what the hell Scarlett is going to do here. She is back against the ropes right now. Her income has just been absolutely crucified. Absolutely crucified. And the muta's coming back, destroying these Marines. but the damage has been done. Look at this income. It is just horrendous, absolutely horrendous. And Dream is just going nuts. He's got this third base. He's had it for so long though. He's almost mined it out. This fourth base is really where it's happening for Mr. Dream. And this base is going to get taken out. Not sure if he cares too much anymore, but it's a nice little pickup for Scarlett. If she had gone in and taken out this one, I would be saying, oh yes, that is incredible. But yeah, that one. It's a win. It's a win for Scarlett. So, you sure this is a distraction? Is this a distraction? She's going to roll these in. That's going to be good, but there is a group of Marines waiting over there with a, with a bunch of missile turrets as well. So that's going to start going in there, killing workers, though, getting those worker numbers down. Dream hasn't lost that much though. I think he's been building up some workers to sort of make up. He's already got an orbital over there. I think he moved it out from the main base. So that mining is going to be continuing. Decides not to move out. I could have sworn these guys were going to the fourth base to try and do some craziness over there, which would have been nuts. I don't think they could have taken out the planetary, but those Baileys could have wreaked havoc amongst the workers mining there. But the muta's going around. Oh, here we go. She's going to use the Bailings as a kind of flanking force there. But of course, Dream, he's got tons of orbitals. He's got tons of scans. So it's very, very hard to flank a good Terran player who knows how to use those scans. So there we go. And the mutas, oh man. She's starting to get maxed out, and she's starting to build a crap load of Bailings, which is great. Here we go, the muta cloud coming around. The Marines have been baited away, so there's a few precious seconds where Marines are not going to be hitting these muta forces, and Scarlett uses those very effectively to kill a bunch of workers. But meanwhile, a bunch of Marines coming in here do get taken out by Lings, but a bunch of Marines in here killing a ton of workers. Meanwhile, another drop coming down here. And yeah, more workers going down. Scarlett down to 28 under 37, which is horrible, absolutely horrible. I feel like Scarlett has been skating by a little bit behind for the past 5-10 minutes. And now she has just taken another huge hit, and she has not been dishing out the damage that she needs to get herself back in this game. I think this is going to end badly for Scarlett this one. I think the Dream is going to push it out, do an excellent job, and it all comes back to his early economic pressure, taking out those bases time and time again. Scarlett never getting the awesome macro she wanted, which means she never got the full army size. I don't think she's maxed out once this entire game. Is just been constantly trying to get up there, never quite making it. She's going to be going for the base again. Can she do something here? She's going to take out a missile turret, trying to go for the workers, but they get away, and the main army gets back in time. We got another bunch of Marines over here. These Marines take out the Queen so fast, taking out the workers, and Scarlett just doesn't have enough. I mean, look, she's got barely any ground forces left. She's trying to keep the mutas alive, but at the same time, she's trying to do something with the mutas other than run away from Marines, which is very, very hard to do because there's just Marines everywhere on this map. And most of the time, they just end up running away. And there's just nothing left to send to these guys. Here we go, a bunch of Lings coming out. Do manage to take them out because they're all at such low health because they've been stimming the whole time. There you go, trying to go around. The medevac boosted with the Thor to try and head off the mutas. Managed to get in there. Scarlett thinks about taking out the Thor, decides against it when she sees the Marines coming down. Scarlett could just not get a break here. The mutas, such a great offensive unit, such a great harassment unit. But Dream is just all over those mutas every single second. She's trying to use speed to advantage. It's sort of working, but now she's back in the main base. The reinforcements are there, and she can barely able to do anything here. She's just trying to buy some time here, trying to keep Dream on the back foot, trying to keep Dream away from her base, but that's going to be taking a serious amount of micro, and yeah, just getting up the rest of her stuff, it's going to be so hard. I mean, she needs to get a fourth base down here or over here. She's running on this one, and that hatchery is at half strength, so it's so bad. So bad. I mean, taking out supply depots, yeah, sure, maybe. And maybe she's trying to supply cap Dream, and she's almost done it, actually. A couple more of those, and Dream would be supply capped. Oh, he just lost like 4 of the damn things. They must have been a fire or something like that. But they are dead now. Oh, the Widow Mine almost recharged. Almost. I assume she has overseers in this army somewhere. I'm assuming incorrectly, she does not. No overseers in that army. So those guys, there we go, there's an overseer. Oh, that would have been horrendous. Flying into a widow mine without the overseer, takes it out. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's so hard to take out those widow mines with mutas, man, because you got to get your timing so beautiful. You really got to attack them. If you fly over them and forget to attack them, you are going to get shot. You are going to take an incredible amount of damage. Banelings actually leading the Marines over a bunch of burrowed Banelings and taking them out. That is beautiful. Bunch of workers going out here. Very nice. Taking Dream down to 21. Meanwhile, another group coming in here. Just a group of Marines. Going to get shot down for the most part. The medevac going to be dropping down some more units over here, including a widow mine. And yeah, that is very nicely covered. So Scarlett doing a lot better job of taking these units down. Oh, a bunch of links going down there, but that is probably fine. And Scarlett's Mutaforce trying to clear stuff up. They're not very good against Marines, and Marines are basically all that Dream has. He's got widow mines and he's got a crap load of Marines. Like 12 widow mines, 37 Marines. The Marines are starting to go down, and if Scarlett can do that burrowed Baneling trick a lot, then maybe she can do something. Oh, the Thor getting down here. The Thor goes down. A whole bunch of Marines go down. I think a widow mine hit got some mutas, and they are looking a little bit shocking with their health bars, but still, Scarlett I mean, she's just not giving up. Absolutely refusing to give up in this game. I mean, 5 minutes ago, I said that, you know what, Scarlett, she was behind, and now she's even more behind. There's no doubt she's going to lose, but the mutas slowly, bit by bit, turning this game around and just staying away from the Marines and sniping workers, and she's got Dream down to 10 workers. Look at this income. This income is stupid. I was saying Scarlett was in a bad position at 800. Now she is at 600 and Dream is at 200, and that shows you how stupid income can get at some points. Just absolutely horrendous. This group of Marines gonna get taken out by the Lings. Beautiful stuff. And that's a bunch of Marines that Dream cannot afford to lose. I mean, he's getting to the point where he can't afford to lose that many units anymore because his income is just so horrendous. And there we go. Splash damage from the mutas hitting those widow mines. That's beautiful. And Scarlett just building up her Ling forces, getting closer and closer to being maxed out. She's playing a very slow game, but she's playing a very good game because the mutas have proven themselves in the micro department that they can do sizable amounts of damage while staying away from the Marines. And that's the main thing here. They have stayed away from the Marines. They have not taken any significant amount of damage from those Marines. I mean, in terms of units lost, she's lost 37 of them over the entire game, which is a lot, but she's got 48 at the moment. So yeah, when you compare it to something like the Marines, where his Dream's got a total of 31 and he's lost a total of 300, I mean, you can see those mutas have not really been lost too much. Oh, another widow mine hit does take out the overseer. She's got to be very careful not to lose too many overseers, because if you lose too many overseers, you are going to get owned by widow mines. So that's definitely not what she wants. And she's starting to push out with some macro there, getting a base there. She's already got a base there. Over the last 5-10 minutes, she's really turned this game around to Dream being a defensive player. I can't remember the last time when he went out for an offensive attack. He's really been defensive. At least the past 2 or 3 minutes, he's been fully defensive, has not pushed out with a drop. And Scarlett using that fact to go out there. Oh no! No, Scarlett, get the hell out of there. 2 direct widow mine hits to the main Mutaforce. Another 2 hits like that, and she can kiss this game goodbye, because these mutas are the only thing keeping her in this game. Some of them down to red with a couple of Thor hits. That's horrendous. And so she's got to get out of there. She's got to retreat. But at the same time, if she retreats, then Dream can start doing drops again. And if Dream starts doing drops again, this careful macro expansion that she started at this base, which is pulling her back into the game in a macro sense. I mean, she's been doing a good job in a micro sense, but getting it back into the game in a macro sense is what she's planning to do with these 2 new bases. And if she lets Dream get on the offensive, he's starting to get on the offensive already. He's going to take out this base. If he starts doing the same thing to the other 2 bases, then she is going to be in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. And the medevac coming down here is going to see this other base, is going to see that it has got a ton of workers there. It is now a target. That is bad news. Medevac's going to go down, the Marines are going to go down, so that's fine. Another drop over here. Dream's starting to get back into his stride. Look at how fast the workers go down. Look at how fast this base goes down. This takes so much work to get these bases back up, to get the workers over there, to do all that crap. And it's so easy, absolutely incredibly easy for Dream to just go and just knock it all down. It's like when you're a little kid and you're building up that beautiful little building with the little alphabet blocks, and your big brother comes along and just destroys it in like 2 seconds. That's how it is for Scarlett. She's spending all this time building up those hatcheries so carefully, and Dream just knocks them down. It's like, ha ha ha, I knocked your buildings down. You suck. Oh, what the hell is Scarlett doing here? I don't know what the hell she was thinking about there. Desperation or just complete, I don't want to say stupidity, but it's kind of bordering on it, going for those guys. Oh, the Widow Mine hits. Managed to get a overseer out the front though, so kind of missed the most of the force, but yeah, ouch. Lois, he's going to be taking out this, she's going to be taking out this base. I don't know, I get so confused sometimes. It's just bad. There we go. That base going down. This base is kind of where it's all at for Dream. Let's have a look. He's down to 4 workers. Scarlett has pulled herself back up to 32 workers and managed to keep this base alive. That base is alive. This base on the verge of death. Oh, that was looking a bit scary. A couple of Marines would have been able to shred this hatchery apart, but no, the dropship did go down. And Scarlett somehow is looking like she's in the lead in this game. And is this base. This base is all that's left. And Dream is 70 over 75 here. He is... Oh man, so many supply depots have been destroyed by Scarlett. I mean, sniping supply depots, you wouldn't think it's a great plan. But damn, it's working out, man. Dream. Even if he had the macro, which he doesn't, he could not macro up an army anyway, because he just doesn't have the supply depots, and those supply depots start to get pretty expensive when you've got absolutely no macro. So it's kind of a, oh, it's a horrendous position that Dream finds himself in. Now, usually in this position, the Terran player would simply macro up a crap load of mules and just run himself into the lead by that, but Dream has 1 orbital. That's it, 1 orbital. All the rest have been taken out at this point, so it's just, everything's looking bad for him at this point. And Scarlett, she's not in the best of positions, but she's okay. I mean, running on 31 workers at the 42-minute mark, you cannot say that you're in the best of positions when you've got less workers than there is minutes on the game time, but she's still getting it done. And there we go, there's the GG. Dream down to a phenomenally low amount, and Scarlett just playing a slow tip the scale sort of game. And eventually it was just, I think Dream had a beautiful play. He had a beautiful amount of harassment with the medevacs coming out. The medevac harassment from Dream was superb, absolutely superb in the early game. And he targeted Scarlett where he knew her strengths were, which is her macro. And he hit that macro so hard, and he got his own macro up so high, and he was looking so beautiful. He had the macro going. He got a beautiful macro on his side. He destroyed the macro on Scarlett's side, did not allow her to get out that early 4th base to really push out with a ton of workers. And Scarlett was looking like she was in a terrible position, and one thing got her back into the game, and that was her mutalist micro. She got a ton of mutas out, and the micro was superb, absolutely superb. And for like half the game, she just kept Dream knocked back by that micro. She lost very little mutas to the Marines. I mean, she lost a ton of them over the course of the game, but considering how many engagements she was in, and how much damage she was done, she did not lose a lot of mutas at all. And just going in, constantly harassing Dream, constantly knocking him back. And we saw what his macro got down to in the end of the game. It was just so bad. And he just couldn't do anything because the mutas just had him on the back foot. Oh, such a bad position for him to be in. And yeah, that's it. Scarlett clawed her way back to a victory, and what an incredible victory it was. So put your hands together for these mutas. Let's have a look at some of these. 16 kills on this one, 6 on this one. These guys, they're definitely adding. I don't know if there's going to be one which has like 30 kills or 40 kills. 16 is not too bad. Definitely not too bad. I wonder if I can select all of them and see. No, can't see it like that. But yeah, those guys, absolutely phenomenal. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching this game. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys soon with another one. Stay tuned for that.